everybody, John Washington!
Amy Miller! Oh man, let's see. I have a job. Yeah, that's right. We've got all manner of delicious office supplies at my job. We've got a paper shredder, and it's really great. It's got pictures on it of all the things that you can shred, like paper and paper clips and paper staplers and credit cards, but if you can run it as debit. Next to all that, there's a picture of the manual, which I have shredded. And so the learner has become the master. We have a phone tree at our work. You call, and there's a recording, and it tells you what you press if you want to talk to what person. And it's my voice. They recorded my voice for that because everybody else that I work for sounds exactly like Paul Lind. And that doesn't fly with the consumer. So then whenever somebody calls and I pick up, there's like a long pause, and then the caller is like, is this a real person? And I say, the more you ask that, the less I'm sure. Have you been at that point where Amazon refunds your rental fee because you just kept rewatching key scenes of Steel Magnolias enough times that you could only have technical difficulties? I know that I come across like a man who has it all. I finally completed my collection of worldly possessions this Christmas when I got a soda stream. Yes, it is the most woo-worthy of appliances. Those who don't know, it's the best Christmas gift because it's basically the Jesus Christ of appliances. It takes any liquid and it will give it a gritty reboot. In a soda format. I broke mine on the 26th, making fizzy ketchup. Because I have a theory that you can replace any red sauce with barbecue sauce. Case in point, barbecue chicken pizza. That was our final destination when we embarked on this whole crazy pizza adventure. Case in point, barbecue chicken quesadilla. And on that fateful Boxing Day, I was mere moments away from having spaghetti with meatballs and fizzy barbecue sauce. I would have been Gordon Ramsay meets Gordon Gekko, the antagonist from Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. But sometimes we've got to learn to grow up when it comes to our food, is the lesson. Sometimes we have to set aside childish things and stop eating macaroni and cheese from the box with hot dogs and start eating macaroni and cheese from the box with sausage. I've decided I want to start bringing a little bit of prejudice into my life. Start letting the hate in. I've decided from now on, there's two kinds of people in this world. There's good people, and there are people who describe doing something for the first time as popping their cherry for that thing. And people way too specific about it. They're like, oh, this weekend I went to Havasu and I popped my wakeboarding cherry. Up to this point, I was virginal when it came to wakeboarding. I fear that wakeboard has ruined me for other wakeboards. my drinking on a boat cherry. I drank on a boat this week. There's a sound system on the boat. It was great. Fucking stellar idea of putting sound systems on boats. But somebody was playing some mid-90s revival swing music on the boat. It was a mid-90s revival swing band that I did not find myself familiar with. And I asked what the band was, and it turns out that this weekend I popped my cherry poppin' daddy's cherry. But really, this is all about my parents. You guys. My parents, right? They didn't have enough time for me, really. They specifically, nutrition was not good. They spent a lot of time on lottery machines. And so lunches went by the wayside. For the longest time through elementary school, I ate nothing but 2 slices of white bread with a Kraft single and ketchup, non-fizzy. Until the age of 12 when I passed several stones. So I've kind of been catching up when it comes to fruits and veg. And this weekend I had a fruit cocktail cup in which I maybe had a maraschino or 2 for the first time. I popped my cherry. It's not a pleasant image. It's not smushing a fruit with your penis until it pops and vaginal blood leaks out. It's not okay. It's not okay. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and bring Amy back